When you look at your cat, you probably see a calm, independent little creature who doesn't get offended easily. After all, they're not dogs. They don't jump up and down for approval. They don't beg for constant affection. So it's easy to assume that nothing you do really hurts their feelings. But here's something most cat owners never realize. Cats may be quiet about their emotions, but they are not emotionless. In fact, research over the past decade has shown that cats form deep attachment bonds with their humans, bonds that look surprisingly similar to the way infants attach to caregivers, which means something uncomfortable is also true. You can hurt your cat's feelings, not in dramatic, obvious ways, not with shouting or punishment, but in small, everyday moments that seem harmless to you and mean something completely different to them. And once you understand these 6 things, you'll never interact with your cat the same way again. Let's start with the one almost everyone does. 1. Forcing affection when your cat didn't ask for it. You walk into the room. Your cat is sitting peacefully. Maybe they're grooming themselves. Maybe they're simply watching the world from the window. And without thinking, you scoop them up, hug them tightly, or start petting them aggressively because, well, they're cute. To you, that's love. To your cat, it can feel like a boundary being ignored. Cats are wired to value choice. In the wild, control equals safety. The ability to move freely, to approach when they want, to retreat when they need. That's how they stay alive. So when affection is forced on them without warning, even gently, it creates a subtle stress response. You might notice it in tiny signs: ears slightly angled back, tail flicking, body stiffening. They may tolerate it. They may not scratch or run away. But tolerance isn't the same as comfort. Over time, repeated forced affection can make a cat more distant, not because they don't love you, but because they've learned that closeness sometimes means losing control. The shift is simple. Before touching your cat, pause. Extend your hand. Let them lean in first. When they choose you, the emotional impact is completely different. Choice turns contact into connection. 2. Interrupting their sleep. This one feels harmless. Your cat is curled up in the softest position imaginable, their paws tucked in, their breathing slow, and something in your brain says, "I need to pet that right now." So you do. Here's what most people don't think about. Cats sleep between 12 and 16 hours a day. In deep sleep is when their nervous system resets. It's also when they are at their most vulnerable. In that state, their guard is completely down. When you repeatedly wake them for affection, even gently, their brain registers something subtle. This spot isn't fully safe. Cats don't express resentment the way humans do. They adapt. They move. They start choosing higher shelves, hidden corners, under bed spaces. Owners often interpret this as moodiness or independence, but sometimes it's simply protection of rest. If your cat trusts you enough to sleep near you, that's a gift. Letting them sleep undisturbed protects that trust more than any cuddle ever could. 3. Ignoring their attempts to communicate. Cats communicate constantly. The problem is, they don't use words. A slow blink across the room, a gentle head bump against your leg, a soft chirp when you walk past. These are not random behaviors. They are bids for connection. Studies on feline-human interaction show that cats are more socially aware than we once believed. They recognize their owner's voice. They respond differently to familiar faces. They even adjust their behavior based on your mood. So when your cat approaches you and you scroll past them on your phone, when they meow softly and you dismiss it without eye contact, when they sit near you and you never acknowledge their presence, something small happens emotionally. They tried, and nothing came back. Now, this doesn't mean you must respond every single time, but consistent emotional unavailability can slowly reduce how often your cat initiates connection. Try this instead. When your cat looks at you, slow blink once. When they rub against you, say their name softly. These micro-responses tell your cat their communication matters, and that matters more than you think. 4. Sudden loud reactions.
Cats have highly sensitive hearing, far more sensitive than ours. A loud laugh right above them, a sudden shout, dropping something heavy near their resting place, even slamming a door in the same room. To you, it's nothing. To your cat's nervous system, it can feel like a potential threat. Repeated, unpredictable loud reactions create an environment of mild uncertainty, and cats thrive on predictability. In stable environments, they become relaxed, affectionate, playful. In chaotic ones, they become watchful. You may not see fear, but you may notice hesitation, a pause before entering a room, a reluctance to settle deeply. The solution isn't silence, it's awareness. If something startles them, soften your voice immediately. Speak calmly, let them see there is no danger. Over time, they associate your presence with reassurance instead of unpredictability. 5. Punishing natural behavior. Scratching furniture, knocking objects off shelves, zooming at 2 a.m. These behaviors aren't rebellion, they're biology. Scratching maintains claw health and marks territory. Knocking objects tests stability and stimulates curiosity. Night bursts of energy align with their crepuscular instincts, most active at dawn and dusk. When punishment enters the picture, yelling, spraying water, physical correction, the cat doesn't learn the right behavior, they learn that you are unpredictable. And that changes how safe they feel around you. Modern animal behavior research consistently shows that positive reinforcement builds stronger bonds than punishment-based correction. Redirect scratching to a post, channel energy into play sessions before bedtime, manage the environment instead of reacting emotionally. When you respect their instincts instead of fighting them, trust grows instead of shrinking. 6. Emotional inconsistency. This one is the quietest and often the most powerful. Some days, you shower your cat with affection. Other days, you barely acknowledge them. Your mood shifts, your stress rises, your tone changes, and your cat notices. Cats are incredibly attuned to patterns. They observe routines, vocal tones, body posture. When emotional signals are consistent, they relax. When signals fluctuate unpredictably, they become cautious. This doesn't mean you must be perfect. It means stability matters more than intensity. 5 calm, predictable minutes a day are more valuable than one overwhelming burst of affection followed by hours of distance. Consistency builds emotional safety, and emotional safety is the foundation of love for a cat. Now, here's something important. None of these behaviors make you a bad owner. In fact, the very fact that you're listening to this means you care deeply. But cats don't measure love by intention. They measure it by experience, by whether they feel safe approaching you, by whether their boundaries are respected, by whether their attempts to connect are answered, by whether your presence feels predictable and calm. If you recognize yourself in one or two of these habits, don't panic. Cats are incredibly forgiving when change is consistent. The same brain that adapts to stress can adapt to safety. And sometimes, the smallest adjustments create the deepest shifts. So tonight, when your cat settles near you, notice it. When they look at you, slow blink. When they sleep, let them rest. When they approach, let them choose. Because love, in the language of cats, isn't loud, it isn't forceful, it isn't dramatic. It's quiet, it's patient, and it's built in the moments most people overlook. And once you start protecting those moments, you won't just avoid hurting your cat's feelings, you'll strengthen a bond that most owners never fully understand.